Details emerging from the officer-involved shooting outside the Galleria Saturday. Tonight, we're getting more of a timeline of the events that led officers to chase and ultimately shoot Terry Tillman.
Investigators say that this all started because two officers in the mall noticed an extended magazine showing from Tillman's waistband. So when police approached Tillman, they say he ran and the officers followed him. When Tillman and the officers were then on the top floor of a nearby parking garage, Tillman reportedly pointed a gun in the direction of one of the officers and another fired at him. Police say that they are still working to try and get more information on the shooting.
We are learning a lot more tonight about yesterday's shooting where there was that officer who shot and killed a man near the St. Louis Galleria.
Investigators say Tillman ran from a Richmond Heights police officer who approached him about a gun seen in his waistband. Well, right now, there is no argument about whether 23-year-old Terry Tillman had a gun on him while at the Galleria. The question is, what happened after he was chased across the street that led a veteran officer to shoot and kill Tillman?
Police say Tillman ran from the Galleria across the street over to this parking garage where the Richmond Heights police officer shot and killed him. And as you heard police say, Tillman raised a gun at the officer.
The officer who discharged his firearm indicated that Mr. Tillman had that firearm raised at the time that he did. He discharged his firearm and he struck Mr. Tillman in the torso. Mr. Tillman did not discharge his firearm.
Police say an autopsy shows Tillman was shot 3 to 5 times. All of his injuries are said to be to the front of his body.
Now to that developing story in Richmond Heights. Two different groups of protesters taking to the streets demanding answers in the police-involved shooting death of Terry Tillman near the Galleria Mall.
That's very real right here as protesters have blocked off Big Bend near Interstate 64. Now I want you to stay with us live here. They've had this street blocked off for about the last 5 minutes. Now demonstrators earlier holding up signs, and as you can see right now, in support of Terry Tillman.
Do you think that it's too early to speculate on if
it's never too early to speculate. I mean, you have common sense, I have common sense. And whenever the police kill a black person, we have to be really, really skeptical.
The relationship between law enforcement and community is fragile, and transparency is of paramount importance. The evidence on the ground is clear. It leads us from the Galleria Mall across the street to the Simmons Bank parking lot. In traditional crime scene investigations, responding law enforcement officers secure and maintain the crime scene until the proper officials arrive to assure that the integrity and preservation of evidence is protected. This aerial footage was recorded approximately 5 hours after Terry Tillman was shot and killed. Question: should responding law enforcement officers tamper with material evidence related to an investigation? Question: if Terry Tillman had a gun when he was shot, where would it have fallen? Moments after Terry Tillman is shot and killed, a Richmond Heights SUV appears on the lower level of the Simmons Bank parking lot. What you are about to witness in the video footage will answer your questions and prove that Mr. Terry Tillman was unarmed when he was shot and killed August 31st, 2019.
He up there, the Clayton EMS. Look, you see the gun? Is that that don't look like a police gun, do it?
That's the second gun.